Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. Today we're going to take a look at the new Horus Heresy Legion Astartes book, digital enhanced version for your iOS device.
Spiky bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.
Alright, Hobby Maniacs and Horus Heresy aficionados out there. This is the brand new digital version. Finally, they have completely, well almost, released the digital Kraken on the Horus Heresy. Now, we first saw it with the Mechanicum book, and then we saw it with the Solar Auxiliary book, and now we're getting the reprint, well I guess the digital version of the Legion of Astartes Age of Darkness Legions book here, affectionately called the Red Book, which collects all of the Legion specific rules for the Horus Heresy. So it's a great quick reference book, and I was super hoping that they would put this out for a couple different reasons. One being, hopefully if they ever update the game, the book will auto update, because we saw that with a lot of the supplements, the digital supplements from 2013, 2014, and so that's good to see. You know, you don't have to spend your hard-earned cash again. Another good thing is that you have all the digital stuff right here, and you don't have to go fumbling through a whole stack of books, you know, and bring a whole bunch of stuff with you. So here's basically, they give you the rundown how to use the book and all the different little buttons and basically what everything means. But the one that really matters is like basically clicking on the blue links to get the pop-up rules, because there's, you know, if you know 40k and then you're keeping track of Age of Sigmar, keeping track of Horus Heresy stuff is a whole nother animal. It's like taking another college class, getting another college degree in gaming, basically, you know? So what I like about this is it's the standard enhanced version. Like, you know, you can manipulate it and such. You can go through to each section. You know, you can see what's in each section, or you can flip it this way to jump, you know, jump chapters. And like I said, this is all the Legion specific rules that are, that are in each of the legions. Now, this isn't going to have, what is it, Dark Angels. It isn't going to have White Scars. It isn't going to have Space Wolves. It isn't going to have Blood Angels or the Thousand Suns, because those haven't been put in here yet. So that'll probably be like the third reprint. But I think it has 12 other of the legions in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 out of the 18? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 13. So there's 5 missing. Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, White Scars, and of course the Thousand Suns. So those are the 5 that are missing, and those are all in book 6, if the black book. So if you want rules for those guys, that's well, excuse me, the Space Wolves and Thousand Suns will be out this winter in Tempest. So the other 4 legions are in book 6 right now. So book 7 comes out, and then we have all 18 of the legions up to this point until they start finding or releasing stories about the 2 that are missing or killed off or went to Age of Sigmar. Who knows? Anywho, so this is the whole section here. You got all 15 of them, and there is updated rules. Now, we did a review on this particular book here on the channel already. You can check that out. I'll probably link it in the actual video itself up in the top right corner, so you can see the specific changes that they actually put on each of these legions in here to streamline them a little bit more, because it's probably a little too much than what we have time for right now. But just to kind of show you how all this works, so if you scroll to a specific section, you can, like I said, you can jump chapters here. Like, say I want to go to the Iron Warriors, you just basically slide right over to it, and then you can pop up on this particular rules. Like, here's, you know, the chapter rules, which are great, the rights of war and things like that, and then all the different upgrades and stuff they can take. And then here's like some of the functionality, like this scrolls up and down, which is really neat. I kind of dig it. Same here. Each one of these sections is going to have a little thing where it scrolls up and down. But the reason I buy these and the reason I recommend the iOS version or the enhanced version to so many people is because these little blue hyperlinks here, like WTF is Cataphractii armor. Like, I know what it does in 40k now, but I couldn't tell you what it does in Heresy, right? So I'm like, I don't know. Let's find out. Boom, there it is. All the rules for Cataphractii armor, because they actually FAQ'd all the armor back in January. So there's the Cataphractii armor, there's the armor, the normal 40k version of it, and then it gets into the 2 special rules that confer. And the cool thing about Cataphractii is, of course, they're relentless. So that's really neat, right? So then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so I don't have to keep track about as much stuff, and it's really neat for quick reference material. Now, this being the Legion specific rules, we haven't got the Age of Darkness book, which actually will be out this weekend, both in hardcover and digital form. It's like a dual release, so to speak. The first time we've seen that from, I mean, it's a year of new things for Games Workshop, I feel like. So that will come out this weekend. You can pre-order it now. They'll probably start shipping it tomorrow, I believe, Friday the 15th. Those will go out from Forge World. You can also order it right now on iOS devices at the Apple iTunes Store, iBook Store, and that'll unlock at midnight of the next morning in your local time zone. So that's pretty neat. So you can download them right now and have it instantly, which, like I said. But what's cool about that book that's coming out this weekend is it'll have all the stuff, like all your Terminator armors, all your Rhino variants, all your heavy support choices, all your Lords of War, all that stuff will be contained in there. This is just the specific Legion rules for those, 13 chapters we talked about, or we discussed, 13 Legions, right? So we're just kind of flipping through the Iron Warriors section here because, well, let's face it, I heart Iron Warriors. And you can kind of get an idea for some of the stuff here. Man, these Domitars, so cool looking. I can't wait to get mine in and do a review on them. So there's all the, basically, now they give you the weapon profile, but then they've got the universal special rules right here too, which, of course, Wrecker was created for Horus Heresy, and it's just starting to port over to 40k right now. Crushing Blow, I don't know what that does. What's Crushing Blow do? Hits a 6 when using this weapon, generating an additional automatic. Wow, okay, cool. That's neat. So like I'm saying, if I didn't have this and I had the regular book, I would be like, first of all, if I had this book, that rule isn't even in here. I would have to flip through, I don't even know where in the 6 freaking Horus Heresy other books, and those things are like 300 pages each. So, I mean, this just makes it so much easier, and I cannot say enough good things about Forge World going digital. Now, do I expect them to go digital with the black books? No, probably not. There's no need to. What would you even price those things at, Like, they're already $100 each. Like, there's no need for it digitally. But for the, basically the summary books, the red books, so to speak, this is such a great idea. Like, it's amazing. It blows my mind how easy it is to use these. And then, of course, they've already done bundles where you can get both. You can get the 40k rules, yada, 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 right? And, man, I just tell you what, like, they are so on point right now with the digital content. This is so awesome. Another cool thing in here is you can go right over to the glossary. You want to see what everything does? You want to read up on everything? All right, well, it's all right here. Like, oh, well, this is hold on, we go to the index. So it starts with A, and you can tell right here, I mean, we're at the D's. Like, there is every rule you'll ever need in here. And not just like the rules, you've got weapons, you've got, warlord traits. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Pretty much anything you can ever use or ever need for the Legion rules are going to be in here. Now, when the summary books come out, the next red book comes out, and it has all the vehicles for all the Legions and all the options for all the Legions, this is going to be even more clutch because, there's going to be so much more terms and things in here. It's just going to be awesome. So let's say done with that. Go back over here. Another cool feature is you can do like the flashcard. Oh, once you add in highlights and stuff, like for your particular Legion or rules, they'll pop up right here. You can also do study cards, like, so you can learn all the terms, like literally treat it like a college class. Like, it's all right here, like, boom, there it is. There's 87 freaking of these cards. You just, watching TV or something, just flip through them, whatever. All right, cool. What's adamantite will? Well, I already know what that does, but anyways. So you kind of, like, this is so cool, like, this feature, like, man, I don't even know why they're going to make books anymore. I can't believe they still make books. Anyways, just books in general, not just Forge World. I walked into Barnes and Noble the other day. I was on a date and we were getting like Starbucks at the Barnes and Noble because it was the closest, and she's like, yeah, let's go into Barnes and Noble, and I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, wait, they still make books? And she's like, yeah, and I'm like, really? Like, I was like, what? I was just blown away. And they still had like CDs and DVDs in there. I guess vinyl's a new thing now, so they had a whole bunch of like vinyl records and things. I guess it's getting a resurgence. I mean, obviously, it sounds better than, you know, the mechanical, like, digital versions of things, you know, when you have actual vinyl records, you know, playing on good equipment, and, you know, you got those electronics and stuff from like the 60s and the 50s, like some authentic stuff. It does have a richer sound. I'll give it that. Now, you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But man, it's just really cool to see. There's so much stuff out there, so you can kind of check out my little book thing here. Like, I've got the 40K rule book, which hopefully if they ever, you know, update, well, this is the sample one here. This is the enhanced. I haven't bought that one yet. This was the regular PDF. I forget what they call it. It's not enhanced, but anyways, it's not as good. So I'm thinking about picking this up in case they do change the rules. It'll auto update. I got my pre-order ready to go. That should unlock tonight. Then I got I don't know what this is. Oh, I accidentally purchased that one. That should clear out. And then we got the other two down here, the Mechanicum one, and then the Solar Auxiliaris as well, and then some of the other enhanced versions. I'm waiting to check out this General's Handbook. I think the enhanced version might be good too. But so that's pretty much it for this book, to be quite honest. Like, you can basically check out each one. Excuse me. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to remember all these commands. So if you pinch it, it goes here, and then you can go through the chapters. So you've got all 13 of them, and then you get to the back, and that's pretty much it. There's no like summary page of weapons or anything like that. I imagine there will be in the new book, but pretty much they just give you an intro on how to use this book, and then it goes right on into it, which is very true to this book here. You know, it's basically, you know, got the overleaf, and then it goes, you know, it gets basically literally the same thing we just saw right there in the forward. And then it goes into, well, we don't really need that, but, and then it just goes right into the army list, which the first one was what, Emperor's Children, and there it is right there. So it kind of gives you an idea, and then in the back, you've got the last one being Alpha Legion and then some ads. So that's exactly what it is right here. And like I said, the enhanced functionality, I mean, and it's a lesser price than the one from Forge World. I mean, it's like hands down a no-brainer. Pick this thing up if you're an aficionado of the Horus Heresy, or you just want to, like, you know, kind of know what all of your little rules and stuff are going to do. And it's just laid out really nice. It's easy to navigate. You know, you can flip it around like this. I might be a liar. I'm not a liar, I swear. You know, you can flip it around whichever view you like. I like how the new books do that, and you're not just locked in the one way of reading it like you were back in the day when they first started doing these. So kudos on GW for keeping up with their digital game here in 2016 for the Horus Heresy.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.